been a good 7 months, chat. Hassle. Hassle. Early. Peep ho pog wow. Maybe. 12 years. I love you, chat Hass. Months B. Has buff, has buff, has buff, has buff. Hassan, have a good stream and drink some water, heart. Just got Pfizer number 2. Hey Arjan, been working lots on the ambulance so haven't been able to catch many streams. Keep up the good work, man. day I had regular side effects. No biggie, right? The next day I had a lot less hair on my chest. That's odd. Day 3 I have these giant tits. Huge knockers. Like holy shit. Hey Chad, happy Friday. Peepo, hey hassle.
I'm done, dude. I don't even know if I can. Oh, god damn it. You guys are so stupid. Okay, what's going on, everybody? I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening, afternoon, pre-noon, no matter where you are in the world. I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hasanabi broadcast coming to you live from sunny California, Los Angeles. And I hope all the boys, girls, and MBs are having a fantastic day. Maybe as fantastic as my boy over here, who has gigantic knockers now as a consequence of the Johnson & Johnson coronavirus vaccine that he took. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude, he's got some titties on him, okay? And sometimes vaccines come bearing gifts. Sometimes you think you're gonna get gay autism, and then other times you get forced feminized. And quite frankly, I think that's what's the beautiful part about America. That's the beautiful thing about living in this goddamn country, the greatest country on earth, of course, is who knows? Okay, I don't even know where to begin now. Okay, well, you might have recognized that I'm early. I'm live earlier than I normally am, and there's a reason for it, and that's because I wanted to cover some news stories before I jump into roleplay, which we're going to get into in a little bit, because there's a lot of stuff lined up for the day. There's robberies and whatnot, but there's some serious stories that I would like to touch on. There's a FedEx shooting that's happening, or happened rather, sorry, in Indianapolis. Probably not going to talk about that. Let's be real, more until more details come. But this says that the gunman killed himself as cops closed in. It's just another day, another mass shooting in the United States of America. Oh fuck! I'm already getting into the news. Look at that. I'm in news mode already. It's Friday, and normally we play the honorary It's Friday Dan song, but this Friday I am not gonna do that. Probably part of the reason why I'm not gonna do that is because there's some serious shit going on in the world that we got to talk about. So but it is still Friday, and I hope you guys are having fun. I hope you guys are having fun regardless of what the fuck's going on in the world. Have you seen the JRE subreddit's reaction to your video? I have not. Send it to me. Anyway, let's keep going. Personal news-wise, I ended the broadcast last night after 11 hours and 40, I think, or something like that, even though I said I was going to do only 10 hours, and I was actually keeping up with the 10 hours, which was all right. I did, you see Keem's bitch ass on Twitter trying to call you out? No. I did not see that at all. I'm whatever. Why would I care about fucking Keemstar's tweets? Let's be real. Okay, we'll look at that in a second. I saw on TMG podcast you try to get Noel to join MP. Dude, I could still do it. I totally fucking abdicated my responsibility there. It's my fault. I'm gonna still probably do it. He didn't really reach out any further after that, and I didn't really reach out after that either. I totally forgot, and I also thought that it would be so much for him that, like, anyway. Holy shit, there's a lot going on. Okay. Listen, dude, I have so much beard hair. I think I'm like constantly fucking eating my hair. Like, I'm eating hair now. What did he say? I need to see the fucking dumbass Keemstar tweet. Let's be real. Come on. What the fuck is he talking about now? What's he saying? What's this motherfucker saying? This millionaire's cosplaying as a peasant, pretending he can't afford health insurance. Can all you actually can't afford health insurance? Ask the socials to give you money. I'm sure he's a... Oh, fuck yeah. That's awesome. Bro, this is literally the DGG subreddit. For the record, like... That's great. Like, him and fucking the neoliberals have aligned. I literally never said I can't afford health insurance, brother. Like, I... straight up have never said I can't afford health insurance. That's great though. I have no health insurance at the moment. The government took care of me. That's what I said. At the moment. ATM. ATM doesn't mean like the machines that you go to the bank to get money out of. But Keemstar is like 700 years old, so he probably doesn't know that. Motherfucker probably thinks this asked him out. I want to see these fucking replies. Oh, wait, never mind. I want to see, like, did you even check to see if he didn't? I discussed this and explained why I didn't have health coverage at the time, even having to go through health insurance broken. His insurance starts from the beginning of next month. Bro, I really don't understand. Like, I really straight up don't fucking understand how dudes will just be like, dudes will literally be like, I can't believe this guy is saying that we should have socialized medicine. Fuck this guy. Should I ratio him? I'm just gonna say, LMAO, old man, you're washed. Get ratioed. There you go, boys. He's about to make a video on you. What's he gonna say? That I have fucking... Like, the irony is, if you made a video on that particular thing, that's actually a good thing. Like, it literally highlights the legitimate problems that exist within healthcare providers in the United States of America. Like, if he were to legitimately cover that, if he was like an actual journalist and not some fucking smear merchant, he would literally be like, oh yeah, I misunderstood the situation. He actually fucking got kicked out of his insurance coverage. The consequence of Cobra, because Cobra only extends for 18 months and it's a little outdated, or it's pretty dog shit for the most part. Didn't inform them. Cobra didn't inform him, so he didn't even know that he no longer had healthcare coverage. So he went and he fucking got healthcare coverage, but was denied the same kind of healthcare coverage that he previously had. So he was trying to get a fucking PPO, which is like the most expansive healthcare coverage, instead of the HMO that they were offering him. But unfortunately, it was like an XQC juicer is trying to counter ratio you. What? What the fuck? Oh shit! What is this? The Hasanabi out of con is pretty funny. This is good. This is like actually good. Good shit. Anyway, I'm from Chicago. People are so mad right now. It's like 20 times what last summer was. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that in a second. I was just going through my... I just don't understand how, like, you can look at the situation with my healthcare and like and think I'm like willingly not getting healthcare or some shit, when I straight up wanted to get healthcare, was willing to pay the fucking premium price, and was shocked that, like, despite the fact that I have the money to pay for premium healthcare and I am a healthy individual who's 29 years old, I could not fucking get the expansive network coverage that I should be able to get, because I was getting it as an individual rather than as a what do you call it? Rather than as a company, as a corporation. So like, just buy it, you're rich, you fucking idiot, is hilarious because no, I like literally tried to buy it and I couldn't. So like, you're straight up missing the point. Like, I'm fine with paying for it. I think it's ridiculous, and I'm incredibly fortunate. Wait, President of Chicago Police Union defended. Oh, Jesus Christ. I know already. I know where it's going to come. I know what they're going to say. We're going to maybe get a rela job. Dude, I make more money than your dad, dude. What do you want? Like, what do you mean get a rela job? Like, what the fuck does that mean, brother? What do you want? Like there is no more rela job than what I got. It's ridiculous that you can't fucking get like a, insurance because you don't have a rela job. Probably should have like given him a real Keemstar, a real retort, considering that this is an issue that I am very passionate about. But whatever. My dad works at Nintendo. His dad is probably a defense contractor. What? Even if you had a job at a company, they may not offer the best insurance. More likely, they won't because they don't want to pay for it. Oh yeah, that's another problem. Like insurance completely being tied to your. Insurance being completely tied to your employment also has a multitude of different problems. Your employer can decide to change your healthcare coverage. It just happened in the past without literally informing you. There's a lot of shit that they can do if they're fucking downsizing. Anyway, or marry someone who have rela job. JK. Why don't you marry someone with rela job? Stupid. Or I can go back to college. I love that. I know that person's trolling. Okay. I'm just saying that, like, it's kind of weird that you just can't get healthcare coverage in the same way that you would in other countries. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of weird, dude. That was the point I was making. And like, America does have the capability of being able to offer incredible healthcare. Like they literally do. I'm gonna retweet. Should I retweet it too, or is that too much? I'm fucking retweeting my own fucking ratio. Fuck it. I want to bury him with my rela ratio. Get a rela degree, not fake liberal education. Give a little context from my experience in gangs. Older members would have minors hold drugs or weapons since they will not receive a severe consequence. If Toledo had weapons, he was holding it out of fear. RIP, I can't believe they were trying to justify the killing of a child, man. Yeah. Well, he actually shot it. Like the gloves that he was wearing had the residue on it when they tested it. So, but even in that circumstance, it doesn't matter. Like, none of this matters. We're going to get to that in a second. Hold on. I know I've been looking into all the details. I've been talking to people that are offering like counterpoints and shit, talking about how this was an accident, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, none of it matters ultimately. And that wow, that was a record fast fucking ratio, boys. That was it's over already. After I retweeted it, it's already at fucking 3.7K. I don't even know how many minutes. What did it take? Well, how many minutes was that? 10:34 a.m. 6 minutes, dude. Fucking loser. So what are you actually doing for healthcare? Oh, I got it. I after a couple days of like fighting long and hard, I found an insurance broker who was willing to find a PPO within the California system. I think there's literally one. There is one fucking PPO, and it's still not the same kind of platinum coverage that I had. because the platinum coverage was way too expensive. Like it was $770 a month or some shit. I was like, nah, I'm not doing that. That's like that's too much for me. Like fuck that shit. What the fuck's an insurance broker? You need to have like a licensed insurance brokers who can sell insurance to you, who are licensed to sell insurance and licensed within like the California marketplace too, specifically because I live in California. So it's like incredibly difficult to get shit like that. What is even the point of HMOs? They're a lot cheaper, and if you are in network, they have a much smaller network. So if you are in network for HMOs and your doctor is already like covering your HMO, specific HMO, then some people like to pay less premiums, understandably, like lower premiums, basically higher deductibles, smaller network, but lower premiums overall. I never realized how dumb Keemstar is until right now. Really? This is when you realized it? It's kind of sad that he didn't even fucking at me. Like he screenshotted it. Like what did he think I was gonna fucking... Did he think I was going to like, I don't know, block him or something? Kind of sad. His attempt at relevance is kind of pathetic right now. Anyway. Texas GOP passing bill to eliminate gun permits? Hell yeah, brother. Are you fucking kidding me? I think in a country where mass shooting seemingly happens every goddamn day, what we need is to further eliminate gun laws and rules and licenses and registration. As a matter of fact, I think what we need to do, folks, what we need to do, if we're going to get serial about this, okay, is serial as goddamn Captain Crunch. What we need to do is eliminate driver's licenses too. What is this, communist China? You're telling me I need to put on a goddamn seatbelt? Telling me I need a goddamn license? You telling me I need to tell the government all of a sudden that I am willing and able to drive a car and demonstrate my capabilities? Get the fuck out of here, brother. Take it away. Take it all away. Goddamn communist government making me get a driver's license, wear a seatbelt. Everybody knows I put on a seatbelt and my man titties protrude right through the seatbelt. All of a sudden, my male cousin staring at my titty like, let me get a sucky suck. I'm thinking to myself, all right, well, normally I only fuck Bertha, but god dang, now I'm finna be gay too. What the fuck? It's all because of the seatbelt, brother. That's why seatbelts made me gay. Okay, let's fucking move on from that. Okay. Why do you want me to fucking look at the new Osita tweet? Okay. All right, we'll look at the Joe Rogan thing real quick, and then we'll get to the story. I'm just like, honestly, I'm like half avoiding the Chicago story, is like it's fucking brutal, dude. It is straight up brutal. So it's like hard for me to get immediately into it. So I'm trying not to. I'm postponing it a little bit, trying to extend the fun as much as possible. It's literally your title. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm gonna get into it in a second. I'll tweet out that I'm live right now, and then you know what? We'll cover that, and then we'll go to some other stuff. Then it's probably better to cover that story and then move on to some other stuff. CPD defends of an unarmed compliant 13-year-old who dropped his gun. Okay, I know these news stories are really hard on people to cover. Yeah. We can't do like Polito right now anyway. It's not gonna happen like 15 minutes before fucking tsunami. Okay. Sorry. No, I already talked about HB1, my friend. Or no, not anti-protest. Sorry, I thought that was the other Florida bill. I thought you were talking about the anti-trans one. Yeah, no, we might not get to that today. I'm just letting you know. Okay. No, I'm not. This is not your opportunity to give me like all your pet news stories that you want. Talk about UK corruption and all that other stuff. Like, we're not doing any of that, okay? Early news coverage before I dive into RP. For a short period of time. Get in now. Like, I wasn't gonna do any news today. It was good, Tony. Anthony Z, thanks for the sub, brother. I wasn't gonna do the news at all this morning, but I'm gonna talk about this a little bit more because I already talked about it yesterday, but I just want to do a full-blown comprehensive coverage on the story because it's a very serious one once again, and there's a little bit of confusion on what was going on here. So we'll get into it now. Okay, here, I tweeted it out. No, I'm not gonna play fucking Mufasa before talking about a 13-year-old who was shot and killed, dude. That's why I didn't want to do it. That's why I didn't want to start. There's a link to all the police body cameras. Yeah, I'm not gonna watch the fucking body camera footage on stream either, obviously. Okay, listen. Chicago officials.
There's also sorrow and
we'll start with this video.
New anger in Chicago this morning over the deadly police shooting of a 13-year-old boy. Officials revealed body cam video of the shooting yesterday, prompting a nighttime protest. Adam Toledo, deadly police shooting of a gun. Officer Eric Stillman.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Adam Toledo was shot and killed last month by an officer responding to an apparent shooting. Police say Adam was holding a gun at the time. The family's lawyer denies that, however. The officer, Eric Stillman, is on administrative leave during the investigation, and his lawyer calls the shooting tragic, but said Stillman was left with no other option. Adriana Diaz is in Chicago for us. Adriana, good morning to you.
Good morning, Tony. There's still so many questions that need to be answered. But just like in Minnesota, where protesters are demanding police accountability in the death of Daunte Wright, and that's happening near where Derek Chauvin is being tried for the killing of George Floyd, here in Chicago, demonstrators are adding another name to their calls for an end of police violence, and that is 13-year-old Adam Toledo. The images you're about to see are really hard to watch. We want to warn you, they are disturbing.
Okay. The body camera footage that everyone is playing just literally leads up to that moment. I'm only going to show you, if you don't want to see this, this is not like, there's no blood, there's no gore, there's no violence in this. I'm only going to show you one time the actual freeze frame that is important to see. And the reason why it's actual freeze frame, and this is not, there's no blood, there's no gore, there's no violence because he's not shot. in this situation. But the reason why this is unfortunately tragic, but something that you need to see, is because this is the matter at debate. In the United States of America, when a police officer, a fully adult human being who is trained to protect and serve, ends up shooting and killing a 13-year-old boy, we have a conversation on whether or not the 13-year-old kid deserved it. That's just how it is here, okay? If you're watching from Europe and you don't fucking understand, I completely get where you're coming from. But the reason why we need to look at this footage, unfortunately, and I'm looking through it right now, and this is the safe for work version that does not actually show the shooting itself, and it freeze frames in the last moment before the shooting starts, is because people are literally defending the cops here in this situation. Okay? Like, he was in 7th grade. He's in 7th grade, and he got shot and killed. Okay, now that I've given you the trigger warning, I'm going to show you the video. This video was released by here.
Stop! Stop right now!
Hold on.
Hey! Stop! Stop right now! Hey!
Cop gets out of his car. 20 seconds out of his car, basically. He's chasing the suspect. He's chasing 13-year-old Adam Toledo. The other 21-year-old older accomplice is caught already.
Show me your hand! Stop it!
Says, show me your fucking hand. Stop it. And the suspicion here is that, well, one, he's in radio chatter shows that they're aware that he's holding his waistband while he's running. That's a signal that he might have a gun on him. That's a signal that, like, he might have a gun on him and he's, like, holding on to it while he's running. They suspect that he has a gun because they're responding to gunshots, okay? They're responding to shots fired. I know he had a gun on him. I know. Just listen. I'm telling you what the cop's side is, and I'm telling you what is going on. I'm giving you the information. Okay? He does have a gun on him. He did shoot a gun, allegedly, as far as we know. Okay? I believe a total of 8 shots were fired. They immediately respond, and they catch the 21-year-old. The 13-year-old runs, drops the gun behind this barrier right here. The cops say, put your hands up. Like, stop, put your hands up. He drops the gun behind the fence and puts his hands up. And they don't, and then they freeze frame before they show, like, the shots, but he put his hands up, cops fire. 8 shots were not fired. Wrong shooting, my guy. Wait, what? No, the 8 shots is from Shot Spotter. Yeah. That's what I'm telling you what the cops think is going on. No. The cop shot him 1 time, not 8 times. Guys. Okay. I'm gonna restart from the top. This is a little bit. It's a little confusing. Okay? I understand. Cops are responding to a shots fired call on Shot Spotter, which is an application, which is like a system that allows cops to quickly respond even before 911 calls are made to gunshots in Chicago. Okay? It is some say that it is a gross, I guess, example of our surveillance state. It's basically a gunshot detection system. Okay, that's what it is. And it like tells you where the gunshots are coming from, and it allows cops to respond immediately. Okay? They roll up on the scene. The 13-year-old is complying after running. He realizes he's caught. He's compliant, drops the gun, as you can see here in the final moments before he's shot. Drops the gun, puts his hands up, immediately gets shot, and is dropped. The cop who shot him fires only one shot. As a matter of fact, now the reason why this is important, the reason why the one shot is important, is because police procedure is basically mag dumping. Okay? You're supposed to shoot until the person that you're shooting at, if you're ever in a situation where you have to shoot, you have to empty your clip. That's the normal police protocol. You don't shoot to maim, you shoot to kill. Okay? You're supposed to eliminate the threat. Which is why, yes, for those of you who don't know, that's what's supposed to happen. That's why every time there's police shootings, there's like fucking 40 bullets on the scene. So, he shoots him one time, and some cops are literally saying, well, he exercised restraint there to show, to clearly show that like the cop is actually showing restraint. He did not mag dump. Like, I've actually seen this from cops who have said, well, you know, it was a fucked up situation, but like, it's understandable that it happened because the cop thought he had a gun. And, but like, you know, he was still restraining, himself, and that's why he only shot once and didn't mag dump. It's like, bitch, well, then he was violating your own protocol. You understand? Like, if he shot once and he was exercising restraint in that regard, then you're basically saying he went against the rules that you've set up. Like, the what you're supposed to do in every situation. If he's a reasonable threat, if he's an actual fucking threat, then he's supposed to get mag dumped, right? Anyway, it's a literal child. His hands are in the fucking air. He doesn't have a gun on him. And they shoot and murder him. The cop realizes he fucked up because he realized that he didn't have the gun on him at the time. Rushes to him and tries to fucking call for a medical support. Starts doing CPR. Pulls his chest, straightens his legs. Pulls his shirt up to start covering the chest wound. But he is, from what I understand, pronounced dead immediately. I mean, he's moving, but he dies. He's dead. He got shot in the chest. He's 13 fucking years old. So the reason why this is fucking insane for people who don't understand it still, and there might be some people who are like, I don't get it. He like had a gun or whatever, is because you get shot if you comply. You get shot if you don't comply. What the fuck? You're restraining, or you're trying to break away. You're trying to break free, which is a understandable, reasonable, human thing to do. Okay, that's why places like Germany have laws where breaking free of prison is not technically, in and of itself, illegal as far as it contributes to your sentence. And as long as you do it without clothes, where it's an understandable human condition to want to run away. In some places around the world, it is a natural response to flee from being caged, which is something that most human beings understand. Okay? You created a culture of disrespecting the police. Now kids like him will disrespect the police and disobey orders, resulting themselves getting shot and killed as a result of the anti-police ACAP culture SJWs like you've created. Dude, I would ban you, but the boot is shoved so far down your fucking throat that you have become the boot itself, dude. What the fuck are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? Motherfucker, cops are killing 13-year-olds out here, and you unarmed 13-year-olds, and you literally are making it seem as though it's the fault of people who are disrespecting the police. What the fuck are you talking about? Yo, coward cucks like you are the reason why cops do this and have, like, for far too long, been able to get away with shit like this. Okay? No accountability. Literally no accountability. This motherfucker's not even resisting. He put his fucking hands up and he got shot. 13-year-old boy puts his hands up, gets fucking blasted in the chest. And you think like, oh, well, he was disrespecting the officer by what? Running away? Is that what it was? It's never the cops' fault. Like, they can murder someone. It's not the cops' fault, though. It's still someone was disrespecting them. It's actually your fault that cops kill people, not the other way around. Is a great take. Thank you. It's the fault of me, Hasanabi, a Twitch streamer, that police brutality is such a commonplace occurrence. You know, even before me and others like me, cops were being brutal, but that's besides the point. You know, I'm responsible for slave catchers, for example. That's me again. I did that. I wasn't around, but that was my fault. I'm responsible for the murderous police force for fucking 100 years that it's been around, 200 years that it's been around, and the actions that they've taken. It's always SJWs, dude. Anyway.
You know.
Okay. I can't believe like this is a conversation that we need to have still. Anyway. So the part that we haven't even talked about yet is what the Chicago Police Department did. Okay, and if there is a police department that is notoriously bad and corrupt and violent, it is the Chicago Police Department. So this body cam footage was released 2 months after this murder happened. There is a law that dictates in Chicago, after another police murder that was covered up, whose name is Laquan McDonald, that you have to release the body cam footage to the public in 60 days after a shooting occurs. So sorry, 2 weeks, not 2 months. Within a time frame of 60 days. Okay? I'm sorry I said 2 months. Sorry. This was 2 weeks ago. But for the past 2 weeks, before this body cam footage was released, no, the shooting occurred 2 weeks ago, but the law is that it takes 2 months to reveal the body cam footage. I'm pretty sure. Am I wrong on this? No, I think it's like a 60-day timeline. Not 2 weeks. It has to be. Yeah, Chicago's. Yeah. Here it is. Chicago's policy after fatal police shootings is revealing the body camera footage within a 60-day timeline. Yes, I'm right. This shooting happened 2 weeks ago, but they legally have to make this body camera footage public within 60 days. That's the maximum amount of time that they're allotted to keep hiding it. So, what I'm trying to say is, leading up to this, though, in the past 2 weeks, before the footage was publicly released, the cops and the prosecutor, who is saying he was just going off the information the cops gave him, were lying. They lied to the public. And they said that Adam Toledo had a gun and raised it and was shot. They lied. They had access to the body camera footage. They saw the fucking body camera footage that you saw. Okay? And they still chose to fucking lie. Now, he might have a gun on him, but the moment that he's shot, he does not. He has dropped the gun and he's put his fucking hands up, complying with police orders. If the truth was enough to absolve the cops, they would not have fucking lied despite seeing the actual evidence that we all can physically see with our eyes. So please do yourself a favor and stop trying to defend a lie that cops have already admitted to. Okay? I mean, these motherfuckers literally have a term for lying professionally in court, like test-lying or whatever the fuck it's called. Within police language, there is a term specifically for lying when you're when you're in a court case. Well, you are a cop, you do not know. Yes, I do not. Everything that I know from personal experience. There is no way to read, and there is no way to do like investigative reporting. That's, this sounds like hate speech against cops. Well, good thing you can't hate speech against a fucking work, a job. Anyway, hate speech against cops is like incredible though, because like straight up motherfuckers do literally believe that like there should be hate speech laws. Like Republicans will try to do hate speech laws against police officers, like straight up. Anyway, video shows an officer, as we saw already, exiting the vehicle, chasing Toledo, who's running down an alley. When the officer catches up to the teen, he orders him to raise his hands and yells, "Drop it, drop it." The officer fires a single shot to Toledo's chest as the teen raises his hands. We already talked about this. The teen drops to the ground. The officer rushes to administer aid and call for backup. Police said a semi-automatic pistol was recovered a few feet away. Lightfoot on Thursday said there was no evidence the teen fired the weapon before he was shot. The March 29th incident began at around 2:30 a.m. when gunshots were picked up by a police audio scanner. Less than a minute later, police encountered Toledo, a 21-year-old Ruben Roman, who was tackled by police and taken into custody. An attorney for the officer accused of shooting the teen claimed Toledo was armed and the officer was faced with a life-threatening and deadly force situation and was left with no other option. The attorney representing the teen's family said Toledo was not holding the weapon when the officer opened fire. Those videos speak for themselves. Attorney Adina Weiss-Ortiz said Thursday, Adam, for the last second of his life, did not have a gun. Protesters have already marched in the streets of Chicago. Chicagoans are understandably very frustrated. From what I understand, there's already precincts are boarding up, getting ready for, demonstrations. And that's where we're at currently. Okay. Here is, stop sending me fucking California, or not California, sorry, fucking Canada laws, libel laws or some shit. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm covering something different. Please stop sending me dumbass shit that I don't care about, okay? Like, I'm not going to cover that right now. I'm literally in the middle of an issue that I care about, that I'm trying to cover as best as I can without fucking it up. And you're literally sending me links over and over again. Like, dude, please, like, look, Canada made it illegal not to apologize after hurting someone's feelings. Like, can you please cover this? Stop. Here is the thumb. John Catanzara, the president of the Chicago Police Union, defending the
Have
actions of the officer who fatally shot the 13-year-old Adam Toledo.
an important guest tonight, John Catanzara. He is the president of the Chicago Police Union. Appreciate you being with us on Prime Time.
Thanks, Chris.
Help us understand why the union wants people to see this shooting as a regrettable but justifiable use of force by the officer.
Well, time-lapse photo shows that officer had 0.8 of a second to determine if that weapon was still in his hand or not. Period. There's no
Oh, dude, then it's over. Then, you know, every time you have a gun, it's up to the discretion of the cops to fucking murder you. Like, that's just how it is, brothers. That's how it works. Like, if you've ever had a gun on you at any given circumstance, you deserve to be murdered. Like, that's cool. Never mind. Oh, wait, that literally doesn't happen. Kyle Rittenhouse actually murdered motherfuckers and then got dabbed up by the police and drove back home. So clearly, cops do not operate like that all the fucking time, and they shouldn't operate like that ever, to be honest. Oh, someone has a gun? Murder them immediately. Someone legally has a gun and notifies the cop at a traffic stop because for some fucking dumb reason, that does not mean you get instantly killed. But that's exactly what happened to Philando Castile. Someone has a gun, is running away, drops the gun, puts their hands up after the cop says, put your hands up. That doesn't mean you can kill them. Okay? None of these instances, in nearly any of these instances where someone has a gun, it does not warrant being shot. Okay? If you are making a decision to kill someone in in like 0.8 of a second, then you need to change police protocol. Okay? As the president of the Chicago Police Union, if this is your fucking defense and you don't even recognize that that is inhumane, insane, and the victim was 13 fucking years old, you really got to, you know, someone that's listening in has to fucking recognize that this is psychotic.
no way a rational person can say they can process that and their muscle reaction would be less than 1 second. The officer does not have to wait to be shot at or shot in order to respond and defend himself.
Again, he's not talking about the humanity of the situation. He's literally talking about the legality of the situation. And guess what, boys? The legality of the situation is not as black and white as you would think. In the United States of America, if you, as a police officer, murder a 13-year-old who is unarmed at the time, who's put their fucking hands up, you can probably still get away with it. I'm just letting you guys know. Okay? It's in the fucking legal gray area. Why is it in the legal gray area? Because in the United States of America, cops can shoot whoever the fuck they want, okay? And as long as they can establish a credible or rather somewhat reasonable fear that they had for their own safety or the safety of even others, not just their own safety, but the safety of others, i.e. someone literally running away who is unarmed can be shot from behind and cops can still get away with it as long as they, like I said, establish a reasonable fear for themselves or others around them, they will get away with murder. This is at the heart of police accountability or lack thereof, okay? This is at the heart of the problem. And that's precisely why this thumb motherfucker is talking about this issue using terms like, well, I mean, it's just, he had 8 to 10 seconds, like he's doing the right thing.
There's no obligation whatsoever.
Like he has no obligation. What about the obligation that you have to your community? What about protecting and serving the community? Oh, he has no obligation to fucking, you know, he has no obligation to be a human fucking being, dude.
Just help us understand. What you're saying is whether the 13-year-old had the gun or not doesn't matter?
At the point he got shot, I'm not saying it doesn't matter. The reality is the officer responded to a shots fired call. They're
scared because cops get shot all the time. No, they don't. They literally don't. Shut the fuck up. Like, that's literally a lie. This notion that, like, cops get shot all the time is so psychotic, dude. It's literally not true. It's not true. It is the 17th most dangerous profession. Motherfucker, crab fishermen are significantly more at risk in the line of duty than fucking cops are. They pad those numbers up too with like fucking, you know, carb loading and dying while you're chasing a suspect, or psychotically driving through the city and fucking killing yourself because you're driving like a madman, or getting shot by another fellow officer, and then you turn around and you're like, well, cops are getting shot in the line of duty all the time.